Okay, let's start. Okay, welcome, Ihab Shlayan. Did I say your last name right? I
That's
just
right.
want
It's
to.
okay. It's fine for me.
It's okay. Yeah. Okay, welcome to the Biodigital Convergence Transhumanist Report, man. I really appreciate you giving us of your time to come in and weigh in with what's going on in Israel. Israel means a lot to me. It's always been woven into my heart. I don't know why. I believe that comes from God Himself. Um, it's just a part of who I am. I actually have been following what's going on in Israel for all my life. And after what happened October 7th, of course, I've really honed in, really dialed in, and I've been watching, sad to say, a lot of the world turn against Israel. But then I've seen just some tremendous courage, some bravery, and just some tremendous things coming out from Israel, like people like yourself. I mean, there's many others. So thank you for taking the time, right, to come and straighten out a few things that I want people to listen to people like yourself that are there. And you are a Christian man too, right? Like a Christian Zionist, right? And good for you. I'm with you. I'm with Israel to the end, and I want people to understand that. And I just want to reiterate, at least reference these scriptures, because for me, what's written in Ezekiel 36, 37, Zechariah 12, Jeremiah 16, and Romans 11 to me have been, I don't know, fused into my heart. I believe
Mhm.
God's doing a good work in Israel, despite some of the negative things too, which you are allowed to criticize. But when it becomes like absolute hatred for the entire, ethnicity of Jewish people, I have a huge problem with that, and I don't like what I'm seeing from some people in the West and how they're calling for broad stroking condemnation of Israel. So again, thank you for joining the show. I'm going to read your bio real quick. I'm going to say Shlayan is an IDF senior Christian officer and a pioneer in the Israeli Christian community. A proud Israeli and Zionist, Lieutenant Colonel Shlayan highlights the bravery, dedication, and service of Christian IDF soldiers, fostering a sense of pride and community among them. Lieutenant Colonel Shlayan distinguished a career has been guided by the conviction that Israeli Christians play an essential role in Israeli society and in Jewish Christian relations around the world. So again, yeah, welcome to the show, man. And yeah, I've actually got all your military highlights, in the write-up there, so people can take a look at that, some of the operational activities, the community leadership, the military command. Like I have a lot of respect for guys like you, right? Because you put your skin in the fight, right? So you're a guy there, you understand the war
Yes,
and what's
yes.
going on in Israel in a way that a lot of us can never possibly understand. So, and also, yeah, you're pioneering like Christianity in Israel. Yeah, that's and also the flag. You have a really cool flag that we're gonna have posted in the write-up too. Yeah, your design. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I like that, right?
Well, Tom, I start, I thinking you are working with the CIA. You know everything about me. It's a bio.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know what? It's our own intelligence agency here. I'll tell you that. But yeah, man, no, it's I'm really impressed. Guys like you mean a lot to me, and I'm with you guys till the end, to be honest. So, and especially as a Christian leader, like you're saying too, you're the highest ranking Christian officer in the IDF. So that's pretty cool. So tell us a little bit about how you got there and yeah, please. I'm dying to know like a little bit of your story. What do you want to highlight for us?
Well, first, Tom, one more time, I'm saying to you, thanks a lot for you. I appreciate your work and following you and see whatever you are publishing about Israel and about the Christian community. So I appreciate you a lot, Tom, and thanks for this opportunity. I see behind you, it's like a triangle. So
Yes.
we need, it's a triangle. So we will talk about three things or three main things. First of all, in Israel and the war, as you say, the main word I can say to you or the quits. It's not the wild, wild west now. We are now in the period of the wild, wild east. So we will talk a little bit about the war and the Israel and the US together against the Iranian regime. The second thing we will talk about it is about Israel as an Israeli state. As you said before, it's written in the Bible. I
Mhm.
believe in it. We are the Christian community. We also believe in Israel as a state here for the Jewish, and we are as a democratic state here. So every Christian who won't accept the idea that Israel is belong to the Jewish, and we live in as a Christian community together with the Jewish, he's not a Christian, I'm telling you, because it's all written in the Bible. And also, do you know, Jesus was a Jewish. He lived as a Jewish. He was circumcised by the year of 8 days, and he started his way as a Christian leader, as a Jewish leader, at the age of 13, because this is the age that rabbi can started his way. And so I believe in Israel, and we belong for the Israel state. As nobody want to live as a Christian community in other state here in the Middle East, as I say. And the last thing we will talk about the Christian community. Because the Christian community here in Israel and in the Middle East, they are afraid to say their word. And here I'm telling you, also in Israel, the Christian community are suffering from discrimination. We need to talk
Mhm.
about it. I won't accept the idea that everything will be hiding to telling the truth about the Christian community here in Israel and also in the Holy Land. When I'm saying the Holy Land, Bethlehem for us, it's belong to us. But now they're under control of the PA. But for us as an Israeli state, we need to protect also the holy site in Bethlehem and the Christian community. So let's go on and start first of all to talk about the war and about the Israeli state and about the Christian community. And thank you, Tom, for this opportunity one more time.
Well, thank you. Yeah, no, yeah, carry on. Yeah, you're full of wisdom and knowledge, so thank you very much for sharing with us.
Let's talk a little bit about the war because I was only 25 years in the army. I got the highest rank as a lieutenant colonel as a Christian
Mhm.
one. You can write it in Google. I was also in a classified position in the Navy, so you won't see my name there, but you can write it. Lieutenant Colonel I, or Christian community here in Israel. Was me, as you will see all the article. I was in
Mhm.
all the world from 2000 till now, and I participate, you can say it, in every war. But Israel didn't attack and didn't start the war. Every war it started was against Israel. And as you see, Gaza now, what Israel did, they give the Gaza everything. They give the Palestinian the land. The IDF wasn't there. They have border with Egypt. The Egypt they are supporting us and they give them everything. So let's ask the people who all those watching the interview, if they don't have money and they don't have food, so how come in Gaza the Palestinian, the Jihad Islami, the Hamas got all the rockets and all the drones, all the weapon they got from where? So they don't suffer from without money or they don't get foods. This is not right. They use the money to build the tunnels, to start attacking Israel, launch a rocket. This is what Gaza did. I was in the war there on October 7th. I was there, launch rocket all the time here. It's okay. I was in October 7. I saw in my eyes what the Palestinian did. You know, when I say the Palestinian, I didn't say Hamas because I'm telling you, Tom, also so-called civilian,
Mhm.
they did, they got inside those settlement. I hate the word to say settlement because for me it's villages and cities, but they got inside those villages and raped girls. I saw it in my eyes. I take bodies with my hand. So this so-called civil or unharmed or civils, they also participate with the Hamas and the Jihad Islami. They kidnap children, elders, as you see them. So I cannot say that for me it's our peacefully. So we need it, we need to attack back. We need to occupy Gaza again. Look at the West Bank. In the West Bank, just because that the IDF are inside the West Bank, you won't see any launch missiles or attacks. So what happened after we get out from Gaza? Look what it did. And then if the West Bank, we go out from the West Bank, you will see the same things. It will be October the 7th again from there. And also I'm telling you now in Lebanon. You can see in Lebanon. Yesterday, fortunately, died the father Rai Saleh from the Bekaa village. It's in South Lebanon. But you know what happened there? Hezbollah launched a rocket from this village against the civilian here in Israel. So what can we do? This is a war. So when the soldiers start attack, they want to protect themselves. So they launch an RPG against those terrorism from Hezbollah, and the father, Ra'i Saleh, died there. But what we will see in Al Jazeera and all the Arab media, Israel attacked the church, Israel attacked the Christian community there. They are using us as a cheap here in the Middle East. And unfortunately, the Christian and the Western world are accepted the idea that Jewish are attacking Christian or they are killing Christian. This is a
Mhm.
propaganda because nobody know the truth. If you want to go to the truth, come here. As the words
Yeah.
say, boot on the ground. Come here and you will see it in your eyes. I don't know if you heard about Riv Haley Ace from British. She has
No.
she's a chairman of a association which is called CAAA, Christian Against Anti-Semitic Association.
Okay.
She's a great person. She called me
Hmm.
once and said to me, Ihab, I will come to Israel and I want to see in my eyes and to hear with my ears about the Christian community. So I took her to Bethlehem. You know, I'm still in
Mhm.
the army, but you know, I was in civil and nobody noticed that I'm a soldier. So I took her and she heard what the Christian community say that. They're saying to her that we are suffering, but we cannot see that. We cannot say that because we will be arrested and maybe we'll be killed. So, and also in Bethlehem, they are under I don't want to say democratic regime, but it's dictatorial regime. Those authorities they are also attacking Christians there. I know everything. Yesterday they were attacking a village. I hope that you saw it in my Facebook. I share it that they are attacking girls. You know, it's Ramadan, so in Ramadan they are
Right.
attacking also girls. So we talk a little bit about Gaza. Let's talk about Iran. Iran, it's the head of the snake. Iran are giving money for Hezbollah, for the Jihad Islami, for the Houthim. So if you won't kill the snake or cut off their head, the terror will be here again. I know that in the USA, after the World War II, all the time they don't want war. They say, leave us alone, we don't war. There was in the Vietnam, we won't want war. They attack Iraq, then we'll say that we want war. You need to understand that. If you will attack Iran, Iran will attack you back. And when Iran will attack USA, there won't be a USA if they got a nuclear weapon. As you see now, they are launching rocket to the Arabs countries and to Israel. They attack the civil. They don't care we are launching the
Hmm.
rocket. What do you think if we will have a war? Let's call it the World War III war. What will happen? They will attack the European. They will attack USA. They will attack all of us. I'm telling you, it's the same as the North Korea. Maybe North Korea will be the same, they will attack us. But meanwhile, who are given the supply for the terrorism regime and all the terror in the East are the Iranian. The Iranian, they don't care if you are Sunni or Shia. They are supporting every groups who are against Israel. They
Yeah.
are killing a lot of Christian there in Iran. We know that because we got in a lot of messages from Christian from Iran. So this is the time that we need to keep on and to destroy this regime. And
Mm.
maybe the civil will take over the country and we can live peacefully with the Iranian regime. So I don't know when the war will stop, but I'm telling you, we are here as a citizen, Christian, Jewish, Jews, and etc. We want to live here peacefully, but we understand if we won't attack Iran and stop this war, every 3 or 5 years we will see a war again. We will see
Hmm.
October 7th again. So this
Yeah.
is with the war with the Iranian regime. So we hope that the war will keep on. You know, as a Christian, we say all the time, no, we want peace. We want peace. But you know, Jesus say, if you want peace, you need to kill the Satan. You need to fight back with the Satan. So who's the Satan now? It's Iran. What to do? So we can pray all the time, but we need to pray and protect ourselves. So how we can protect
Hmm.
ourselves? We need to fight back. After we fight back, we hope that will be peace here in the Middle East. Uh, Now this is about the war. Let's talk about the Israeli state.
Okay.
The propaganda. that all the time they are seeing it. Unfortunately, also the CNN and the Sky News, I was surprised. Wait a second, I got a phone
Mhm.
from the army. So wait a second, please.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just let Ehab do what he needs to do. You know, it's really important to me to listen and hear what Christians in Israel really have to say, um, because he does have his skin in the fight, right? And it's one thing, if I have the chance to, I'm going to ask him about Tucker Carlson and what he thinks about him with his quick airport trip into Israel and his interview with Huckabee. So that'll be interesting to talk about as well. And yeah,
So I'm back again. So
yeah,
I'm
no
still in,
problem.
you know that I'm still in Brazil, so I need to be updated all the time that with the war. So it's okay, but they are saying that maybe Iran will attack again the Arab country with the highest missiles or ballistic missiles. So we know that it's not new for us. We know that. No, but let's go back a little bit about the war. What happened
Hmm.
in Iran a little bit, because I want you to give you an information.
Yeah.
When Israel and USA start attacking all the Iran, they start first of all we attack the east of Iran because the missiles are from there. But so why the Iranians start attacking the Arabs country from the east? So you need to understand that because all the missiles are still there, all the ballistic missiles still in the east of Iran. So
Okay.
what they are trying, they know that maybe they think the Iranian, I'm thinking it will be that the Arab country will attack Iran. So what they do, they start launching missiles from there and start attacking the Arab countries to, to afraid to be. They want them to be afraid that they won't attack them from there. So meanwhile, the USA and Israel they start going east because we need to attack those missiles and destroy them before they start launching the missiles,
Mhm.
and also the European and in Israel. So as you see, we are all the time with the update. So let's go back in for Israel. You can see that all the minority here in Israel, they are living in safely. They have full
Mhm.
democratic. I have
Yeah.
a good relationship with the President Herzog and his
Okay.
advisor. His advisor is in Arabic, Azmi Kabir. He told me, Ihab, you know what happened all the time? We have a lot of calls from Muslims. They are calling us because they have a problem in Dubai. I say, what the problem with those minority, with the Muslims who go and travel in Dubai? He say, they all the time living here and democratic in Israel. When they go to the Arab countries, as like Dubai, they think they can do whatever they want, as they are doing here in Israel.
And they
So
can't. Yeah.
they are being arrested there by what they are doing. So Israel, it's full democratic,
Yeah.
and I'm telling you, and also the full democratic is a problem for the minority, for us. We will talk about the Christian community after that, but about the
Okay.
Israeli state. I all the time following up all the publish what the Al Jazeera and every media are publishing about Israel. They are saying that Israel, the settlement attacked the Christian and attacking the Palestinian. They are saying that Israel are attacking Christian in Jerusalem, and you will see all those rabbi pissed on
Hmm.
priests and etc. So this is what I'm saying. I'm telling you, I'm against that. Unfortunately, it's happened. A lot of
Yeah.
settlements are attacking also Palestinian civil and attacking Christian villages in the West Bank. This is happening, I'm telling you. I'm
Okay.
not blind and I know that. And also, there's an Orthodox Jews, extreme of them, are pissing all the time on all bishops and churches in Jerusalem.
Yeah.
We know that. But I'm working with the police and I'm working with the army to arrest them. But I'm telling you, what about all those Arabs, Muslims who attack Christian community in the village and the cities here in the Holy Land? You won't see it in the media. What about yesterday, as I telling you, they
Hmm.
tried to rape a Christian Palestinian girl in the West Bank. So why we don't hear about it? Why we don't hear about those Muslims who want to burn the Christmas tree? Also
Yeah.
in Israel, those Muslims who did it, you won't see it because it's the propaganda. It's all the time what's
Yeah.
against Israel. They want to say that Israel's okay. I'm telling you, the Christian community here in Israel, if Israel won't be exist, the Christianity won't be exist. I'm telling you. You
Yeah.
can see it now in Syria and Iraq. You see who will control the area. Who's control the area? All those extreme Muslims with the
Yeah.
ISIS, the ideology. So here in Israel, the Christian and all the minority, we live in here in fully democratic. And I'm telling you, the Muslims, they have the highest cars with, they have a lot of money. They are buying buildings and they are they got everything what they want. And even if somebody is not working and he want money, he will get money with insurance. So what you want me to tell about the minority who live in here in Israel? They don't have any problem. If somebody have a problem to live in Israel, tell them go to Syria, go to Jordan, go to the Arab country, and let's see if you can live there. They want to accept it. They want to live here. But the problem is with all the members of the Knesset, the Arabs in the Knesset, what they are doing for the Arab community? Nothing. They are using the because they want the propaganda. They want they want to be in the media. So Jazeera, if she want to publish somebody or to be famous, they will call the Arab member of the Knesset, and they are talking there, and they will be famous. So this is why
Mhm.
the problem. Those the Arabs member of the Knesset, they want to be a famous. They want to be recognized. They want to get money from abroad. So this is what they are doing. They all the time saying that Israel is not okay, and they are supporting the Palestinian case. What is the Palestinian case? If you're watching the media in Israel and you see the news, you will see that the Muslims here in Israel, the Arabs, every day you're shutting each other, protection, kidnap, money. This is what I do. So where are the members of the Knesset about what happening here in the minority? They don't care about them. They only care about their chair, about their money, and just to be a famous. So here in Israel, we are living safely. Everybody, and I'm calling here upon of all the world and the Christian and the Western world, you need to protect and support the Israeli state because we don't have also any state here, and you will understand that. The Jewish, they have one land. It's written in the Bible. So if you don't support Israel, I'm telling you, you are not Christian. You need to support them, but I'm telling you, there's a lot of things that we need to work together as a Christian world with the Israeli state to protect also the Christian in the Holy Land. So I hope that if you have any question before we are going about to talk about the Christian community, so Tom, I'm with you.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that comes to mind, of course, too, is Tucker Carlson. I mean, when he had his quick airport visit there, and he had that viral video with Huckabee. That's what comes to mind, just with some of the things that you mentioned. But I'm glad you've been honest too, and I think that that's the best way to be, right? Just being honest about the
Hmm.
situation and what's really going on. But you have the right attitude too, and the right heart, which is it's great to have you as a leader like speaking to these issues, right? Because I think if we do it, like if we raise our case, like respectfully and authentically, that bears a lot of power, I think, when you're speaking to power also, and in love. But I don't know what your comments on like the Carlson interview, and I mean, I can't, I hate that guy. Okay, like I mean, I really do, and I don't know what's happened to him. And I think just from watching everything online, he's really been absorbed onto the dark side of things, and he just cannot see any good in Israel at
Hmm.
all, right? Nothing. So I don't know. Those are my thoughts. I don't know if you want to comment on that one, but
That's right.
yeah,
Tom, I want to convey a message for the President Donald Trump and also to the Ambassador Mike Huckabee.
sure.
I'm telling you, Tom, as you see in the media, I met Mike Huckabee twice, and we talk a lot about the Christian community in the West Bank and also in Israel. I'm telling you, he's a great person. He's a great
Yeah,
believer. He support Israel, you know, he's Mike Huckabee support in Israel.
of course.
I believe that we can do the change together as a Christian community. In my association, maybe I will be in the Knesset also, so we will work together with the Mike Huckabee and we will do the change. So I want to pray for them. I want to pray for the President Donald Trump and also for Mike Huckabee. So let's do a pray a little bit and start moving
Yeah.
about the Christian community. Our God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, will bless you and we thank you. We bless the state of Israel and the
Mhm.
USA and the Jewish people to protect this land, to guard Jerusalem in peace, strengthen Israel's leaders and soldiers, keep this nation secure. Father, we also pray for the Christian of the Holy Land. Give us courage, unity, and faith. Renew your church across the nation and return her back to Jesus. We stand
Yes.
together, Jewish and Christian, as your son or daughters. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. That's a powerful prayer. Amen. Yeah, so be it.
It will be it. Thanks. Let's talk about the Christian community now here in the Holy Land.
Okay. Yeah.
So, from the year of 2012, I was in the army. I was in as a warrior, and now I'm a vice president of cybersecurity, which is called the Cyber Force here in Israel. I'm doing a great job as the vice president
That's
with the
good. Yeah.
cyber.
Yeah.
We are
Good.
protecting. This is it's nationality because we are protecting also in my company the countries and the armies working with Israel. So this is my work. This is what I'm doing. About the Christian community, when I established the first time a first association in 2012, I called it the recruitment form, the Christian recruitment form, because I thought if we take the Christian community and recruit them to the army, then they will have got power to say their word. But then, when the time, I start to understand that not everything it's by recruit to the army. There's a lot of things that we got here as discrimination or something that we need to work for the Christian community to be a part of the Israeli state. So I decided in 2024, during the war, when I retired from the war in June and started my work with the electricity company corporation, as in
Mm.
charge of the cyber also, I established the Christian Voice Association. At the beginning, I want to choose, the word, how I can choose name for this association. I wanted to use the letter I and the letter C because Israeli Christian. And I
Okay.
wanted to use the letter voice. So I say, what the hell? What can I do use with the letter E? It's voice. It's voice. What can I do with the letter E? Then I called one of the pastors, his Evangelian pastor. He's from Haifa. He's my dear friend, Atia. I told him, Atia, what can I do? I want to use the word voice association. He said to me, Ihab, the letter E, it's very important for the Jewish. I say, what? What is important with the letter E? He said to me, there's a verse in the Bible say, I will return you back to your land by eagle's wing. So the letter E, it's eagles. So I
Okay.
use the word the voice. It's called Voice of Israeli Christian Eagles. This is my association. So I think with this word, the word voice, the voice of God, the voice of the Christianity, the voice of the Jewish. So the word is a voice. I'm doing a good job with the Christian community and also with the Western and Christian organization to help the Christian community to be part of the Israeli state. Let's talk about the five requests from the Israeli state. Then you will understand, Tom,
Okay.
that there's a problem with the Christian community here, why you cannot hear their voice. So first of all, I want to strengthen the status of the Christian community here in the Holy Land to be part of the Israeli state and to ensure our communication or connection with the Western and the Christian world. Because the Evangelias Christian or the Protestant Christian, they don't think there's a Christian here. I think so. Because they are coming here to Israel, they are visiting Israel. We are hearing also only in the media that a group from Christian United for Israel, a group from Africa, Israel. Those Christian evangelists, they are coming to visit here in Israel. They are meeting with the highest rules Jewish persons and also from the Druze community. But why they are not visiting us as a Christian community? Then I understand there's a problem with the Eastern Christian churches, with those evangelists or Protestant Christian. They are, they have been not connected together. Then I understand that all the oldest priest or the oldest bishop, they think that they are the good one, and they think that the evangelium is the bad one. So
Hmm.
it's not the Christian community. I'm telling you, the majority of the Christian community and the majority of the clergy, they believe we need to be united together for the Christian community and also for the Israeli state. So
Yeah.
this is the highest target. About our request, maybe you will hear it as where for you to hear that. In the Middle East, all the communities, they have their identity. The Muslims, the Druze, the Bedouin, the Cherkessim, you know that. What about the Christian community? Why you are calling the Christian Arabs? Let's talk it for clear. In the Middle East, in the Christian in Lebanon, they are saying they are Maronite Christian or they are Maronite. Everybody know they are Maronite, and even in their ID, it's written they're Christian. They are not written as you can't see it as an Arabs. And also in Egypt, the Egypts are the Coptim. Who's the Coptim? Are the Christian in Egypt, and the Ashurim and the Kildan and the Syrian and the Aramaic, and also under the Palestinian Authority, the Christian there in their ID, it's written a Christian Palestinian. Only in Israel, the Christian are recognized as an Arabs. So when I started doing my research in my master degree in nationality, I want to know why you are calling us Arab. When I joined to the army, when I enlisted to the army at the beginning, I say to everybody, I'm Arab Christian. So why I'm calling us an Arabs? And you see the Jews saying, no, we are Druze, you are not Arab. He's saying themselves that the Druze not Arab, the Bedouin are not Arab. Even the Muslims, they are saying we are not Arab, we are Falah. I don't know what the meaning of Falah, but they say we are not Arab. So who's Arab? The Christian community are Arabs. So then I understand that by the year of 1995, the Israeli government decided to call the Christian who live here before 1948 as an Arab. Why that? Because a lot of Christians from the Commonwealth who came here to Israel, because return back to their land, maybe they have relative are Jewish and they need to convert to be to Judaism. So how can they can different between those Christian from here or the Christian from the Commonwealth? I'm telling you, and by the year of 2001, I was in the army. They say to me, yeah, we got a letter that you need to go to course. It's called Giur to be a Jewish. I say, why also you are sending me to be a Jewish? I'm a Christian. So then I understand they have a problem there because we don't have any media, computers, and nothing. So how we can take those Christian who came from the Commonwealth and start converting them to Judaism? So they decide to call us Arab. And so when you ask Christian from here, what you recognize yourself, maybe the senior one, they will say to you, we are Arabs. So you say, why Ihab are all the time saying, don't call us Arab? But when you ask a Christian from the villages, the oldest one, they will say to you, we are Arabs. Now we'll go into the second thing, education. Education. Now in Israel, the Minister of Education, you have a part for every minority, or let's say a pedagogic wing for the Druze, for the Bedouin, for the Muslims, for Orthodox Jews, and also for the Ethiopian. But the Christian are subsisting under the Arabs' pedagogic wings. So who in charge of the Arab pedagogic? He's Sheikh from one of the villages. And now the Christian community in the schools, even in the Christian schools, we are learning about the Arabs and the Muslims history. We are studying about how they building the mosque, how the life of Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad. Why the Christian community they are not learning about the Christian history? This is the reason why this Christian, I'm telling you the oldest one, They are recognizing themselves as an Arab Christian because they don't know about their identity. Yigal
Hmm.
Allon is a Jewish leader in Israel. He once say, if you want to erase a nation, erase their history, their books,
Yeah.
their ID. So when those Christian now that are living now, they don't have any historic book. They don't learn about their identity. You will hear something a word for you, but in Christian who live in the PA authority, they are learning about the Christian historic. And also in the Arabs around us, you are hearing them, they are talking about themselves, about their identity as Ashuric, Kildanic, Aramic, Syrianic, Coptic. Only in Israel, the Christian, they don't know about their nationality, who they belong to. You cannot recognize yourself here in Israel as an Israeli Christian. Because if you say that you are Israeli Christian, as the same as the Christian who came from the Commonwealth, who need to be converted to Judaism. But the other minority, if you're saying Jews, everybody know that the Jews are speaking Arab, and also the Bedouin are speaking Arab, and also the Cherkessim. So the problem here in Israel, in the state of Israel, so how they can recognize the Christian community and separate them. I hate that, but this is the problem, and separate us from the Christian from the Commonwealth. So this is what I'm asking from the Knesset. Recognize us as a Christian community. When you are calling us as a Christian community, as the same as a Christian, as a Druze community, then we will start learning about our education, about the Christian community here, about the period of the Crusaders and the period of the Byzantine Empire, and all the wars and all the Jesus history. And believe me, then you will hear the voices of the Christian who talking as the same as say, I'm starting to learn about my Christian identity only by the year of 2018 when IDF sent me to start learning my master's degree and start learning about the Christianity. Then I understand that we are not Arabs. We are not the belong to the Muslim conquest. They are colonists as a conquest and as an occupation Muslims. I didn't came from the desert of the Arab desert. I belong here to the Israel state. Maybe I came from Greece. I don't know. So what you are calling us Arabs? You are erasing our identity. You know what? I don't want to call myself not Greece nor Arabs. I want to call myself as belonging to Jesus. Jesus was here. He was born in Bethlehem, what it was a Jewish
Yeah.
kingdom. Jesus was a Jewish. So if you want to call me also Messianic Jewish. I don't care. But just don't call me Arabs. I don't belong to the Arabs. I don't believe in
That's
their way. Now
yeah.
to my children, I learn in school in Nazareth. Everybody when you hear the name of the name of the schools, they are shocked. It's called SSS, not triple S, not
Oh,
that
really?
one. It's
Yeah.
really it's
Yeah.
Salvatorian Sister School. It's a
Hmm.
German school in Nazareth, and there I learned in the school the history about the Islam and the Arabs history, and I didn't learn about the Christian history. So my children now, I took them from this school. Now they are in Jewish school. It's for me, it's better that my children will learn about the identity of the Jewish, about the Israeli state. I want them to learn about the Christianity history, but meanwhile, what to do? This is what we got. We hope that in the Knesset, I'll be there and we'll change it. Maybe the Western and the Christian world will support us in our way to change this education and we start learning about the Christian community here. So this is the second thing. The third one, when you ask Christian want to join to the army, he need to call a Bedouin or an Arab's wing or unit who in charge of us. So mother who want to send her son to the army, when she want to call somebody, she want that Christian somebody will answer. Christian soldiers to be in charge of those enlisted to the Christian community. But meanwhile, because here in Israel we are belonging to the Arabs, so who in charge of the Christian enlisted to the army are Bedouin. So I'm not against them. It's okay. But as
Yeah,
you
yeah.
see, Tom, when you have a family, first of all, you want to take care about your family before you take care of your neighbors. So it's the same here. If you want me to take care of my children or my daughters, so we need somebody who in charge and also want to be a Christian one. So
Hmm.
give us the opportunity to be in charge of ourselves, to be enlisted to the army. We need to be, somebody who support us and give us the way and to be understand the language even as they say. The fourth one, You will be shocked now to hear that. We have a lot of Christian fallen soldiers who died during the period that the Christian that here in the army in the war. Last week, one Christian soldiers died also in the war. So the names of all those Christian fallen soldiers now, they are in the Bedouin Memorial Site. In the Bedouin Memorial Site, you have there a Muslim pray, and the sheikh came and prayed for all those Muslims who died, and the name of 39 Christian children fallen are written there in the memorial site of those Muslim and Bedouin. When I ask the Minister of Defense, what about us? We want a memorial site for us. We are
Yeah.
working for that from the 2012. Till now, we don't have any Christian memorial site. I'm asking them why. They are say
Hmm.
you are Arabs. What the meaning of Arabs? They are no different from me and the Muslim because Arab. What the meaning of Arabs? Arabs are Muslims and Christian. This is what you call them. So why you got also a memorial site for the Druze, for the Cherkessim,
Hmm.
for the Jewish? So if Arabs is a language, I believe that 90% from the Jewish here in Israel, they are Arabs because they are speaking Arab better than me. So we want a memorial site for, for those brave families. They're all the time asking me why we don't have any memorial site with a cross, with a priest who came to pray every year about those our children and
Hmm.
the daughter and sons who died in the army. We still waiting for that. Nothing happened. And I want to tell you something that will,
Hmm.
it's driving me crazy. They say to us, find the land and we will support you. We find the land next to the base in the north, in like the Golan Junction in the north, and everybody accepted. But then the base say to us, we won't accept to be, the idea to be a memorial site next to the base because if there a cross on this memorial site, we have also an Orthodox Jewish soldier. We don't want them to see a cross. What the hell?
I see.
So this is,
Hmm.
what can I do? What can I do? When I use this my flag, and we will talk about the flag. I use it in the base. Then what did you know what they told me? Yeah, please use it without the cross, because with the
Hmm.
cross we have problem with the Orthodox Jew. I don't care. I don't care about the religious. I don't care about the thing that they are against us with this symbolic. But as you see, memorial site now, we are just waiting when we will get this memorial site, Christian memorial site. And the last one, the five requests. We need rules for Christian and proper representation of Christian in the institute, in Israeli institute. For example, the two examples I will give it, and then we will talking freely. In the foreign ministry, as you see, the Christian world and the Western world are supporting Israel. You know that. The majority
Hmm.
of them, let's say. Why we don't have any advisor for the Christian community in the foreign ministry? You know now who is in charge of the foreign ministry of advisor for the Christian world and the Vatican in the foreign ministry? He's a Druze. He's not Christian. How come? I'm not against the Druze. It's okay. But I don't think
Hmm.
that the Jews and the Arabs will accept that, even the Jewish, that I will be advisor for the Jewish community, or advisor for the Druze community, or advisor for the Bedouin community. So how come you accept the idea, or somebody will accept the idea, that the advisor for the Christian community or the
Hmm.
relationship with the Christian world and the Vatican, he's not Christian? What the problem with my request? So this is one. And the second one, you will hear it. Also in the police in Jerusalem, because the majority of the churches are in Jerusalem. So in the police station, there's a advisor for the Christian community or advisor for the churches. He is with the connection as a police officer with the bishops and with the churches and everything. The advisor is Muslim. He's not Cruz. He's not Christian.
Hmm.
How come you can be an advisor for the Christian community in the police part and you are not Christian? Okay, no problem. If you see to me, Ihab, we are a democratic state. Okay, let's do it differently. I want to be advisor for the mosque. I want to be Al-Aqsa. I want to be advisor for the
Yeah,
Aqsa. You know
that's not
why?
going to happen. Yeah.
Why not? I want to be, you know what? I want to be advisor for all the Jewish settlement in the West Bank. You can give
Yeah.
me? It won't happen. So what do you
Yeah.
want me to talk about the Christian community now? They feel that we are getting discrimination here, that nobody will support us. And I'm telling you, I don't accept the idea that they say that Israeli state's the problem. The problem is us because the Christian community, they are afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm a warrior and I will do it. I will do the change. And I'm
I
telling
believe
you,
you.
you know, you will see the youth, they are, you know, they are encouraged, they want to do it, they want to change it. But the police, and we have got a war here, everybody is, you know, looking for those terrorism from the West Bank and from Gaza and the war with Iran. So the police are not protecting here the minority. All day long, we are getting attacked by Arabs from the villages and the cities. A lot of protection against Christianity, I'm telling you. Today I will visit a family, Christian family in Nazareth, that the majority, well, the majority, all of the mafia here in Israel now, they are Arabs. I didn't hear about, I hope there will be Christian mafia, but we don't have
Yeah.
any Christian mafia. But
Well, we're
no,
starting that, right? Yeah.
I hope so. You know, everybody say to me, Ihab, you will be the leader, the Crusader
Yeah.
leader. I don't want to be a Crusader
Yeah.
leader. I want to be a Christian and Jewish leader. It's okay. But, you know, I hope that these five requests are acceptable for everybody. We want to be a part of the state, and that's it.
I, I had no idea, man. I mean, honestly, everything your thesis, like, it's excellent. And I like how yeah, you don't even blame the state of Israel. You just take ownership and you're going to be the one to do this. Like, you're absolutely going to be the one to do this. Because I think the way you speak too is respectful. That's really important, right? And you make your case. And I mean, you're kind of exposing a little bit of the hypocrisy in the system, right? And you're just
Mhm.
asking for the same treatment is really what you're asking for, which I can't see why that wouldn't go through, right? Um, because you are a candidate for the Knesset, right? Like that's one thing that you've
Uh-huh.
applied for. I don't even know how that actually really works in Israel, but can you talk a little bit about that?
I'm telling you, in the Knesset, because we don't have any member of the Knesset as a Christian one. We don't have,
Mhm.
because we are minority. And if you want to be a Knesset as a Christian, you need 1,020, look, 120,000 voices. And here the Christian community is only 80,000. That's it. So
Okay.
I hope that I will be, you know, as I published before, I will be with the Democratic Party, and maybe I will be in the Knesset there, and I can change. But I'm telling you,
Mm,
if I will be alone as a Christian one or a Christian member of Knesset, I cannot do the change. How can we do the change? I'm telling you. Here I'm conveying a message for the Christian, the Western world, and all the organization who support in Israel. When my five requests will be in the Knesset, I want you to support me. I don't want to support me with money. Don't give me money. Support me with my request. Send a letter for the member of the Knesset. Send a letter for the president and the prime minister that to
mm,
accept our five requests. Then I'm telling you, all those law and all our what we wanted or five requests, it will happen. But we need the support of
mm,
the West, the Christian world. As you know, Benjamin Netanyahu, Prime Minister, will do nothing if Donald Trump will say to him, do or not to do. I am telling you. So what the problem and with the Western and the Christian world, we will say to the Prime Minister and the Knesset, do or not to do.
mm.
I think that we
That's
can do it, but we need to work together for that.
mm.
We need to be
I
optimistic.
Yeah, no, 100%. And to me, the way when God starts something new, it starts with one person. Like the seed
That's
is
all.
planted and that seed grows with the right
That's all.
person, the right soil, and um, yeah, and then you go forth and you don't give up. And yeah, I really appreciate you sharing all this because I
For
didn't
all,
know
Jesus
these
didn't give
things.
up.
No,
Jesus, he was in the cross and he didn't give up. So I won't
no,
give up. I'm telling you.
no. And I like your you've got a peaceful way and a powerful way of presenting the points. I mean, and I think this is important too, like for Christians too in the Western world, right? To show, at least you'll see that for me, for Israel too, because I consider them to be like brothers in the fight. Like I don't know, I can't imagine what it's like, right? Because you have, yes, a democratic state. You can call it a
Hmm.
liberal democracy in the middle of like places that are not that, right? And if they had it their way, I mean, it's difficult. Like I don't think people can really imagine what it's like being there unless you are there, right? And
Hmm.
experiencing the wars for what they are. And that's why it's really important to at least talk to people that believe in defending the country, that are actually defenders of the country, instead of listening to some guy that's not even there, just trash talk all the time, right?
And Tom, also, I'm telling you, all those Christian or Zionism organizations, they are Christian, when they are coming here to visit in Israel, they can call us. They are only going to the settlements and visit Eyes, member of the Knesset, the Jewish, because we are in the name faith, we are the same. We believe in
Yeah.
Israel also. When you visit us and start taking photos and publish it in the Instagram and the media, then the Christian community here in Israel, they will understand they are not alone. Meanwhile, they think that we are alone and the Christian world are forgotten us.
Hmm. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I think it's good. Yeah, like I think your vision is good, and you're starting something new that you're bringing
That's right.
forward, like to the upper levels of government, right? And it's good you're talking to Huckabee about these things. I think that's
Hmm.
important because and it's important to be honest, right? To be honest
That's right.
and authentic um, with the facts of what's really going on, but also being fair. I think you're doing that in the right way. And that's the way to me you can achieve, in my way of thinking, you can achieve some real change. And yeah, and I think you're trying to maintain that balance, right? Maintaining peace and respect for other people that are a part of the Israeli state. But yeah, you want more of an official
Hmm.
representation, which, yeah, man, I think that's, yeah, you're the man to do that. And I'm sure there's many that'll stand behind you too, and that'll support you for sure,
Hmm.
because I can see that in you just right off the bat, right? That just with the things that you say and the things that you're doing. So, yeah, I know God's with you in that, and I believe that that'll, as you push forward in that, like you'll draw in the people that need to stand with you and kind of take that flag along with you, right? And then, yeah, some of these things need to be addressed for what they are, right? It's sort of like if you're there fighting, you're there as a Christian man, you're fighting for the state of Israel, then to me, by default, you should have your own, yeah, like you were talking about a burial ground, and even if there's a cross there, it is what it is. Like, okay, you have your section, okay, these guys have their own section, and now the Christians have their own area, and that should be respected, the way I see it. So I don't know. Okay, so is there anything else you want to that you had planned to speak about, or is it more just a free discussion now?
If you want me to talk about the Christian flag, I can show you in one slide what the meaning of
Yeah,
the
yeah, for
colors.
sure.
Let me
Um,
try to share if I can. I hope that
yeah,
you are.
I'm gonna I'm
Send a
gonna sh
request. I can.
yes. There you go. Yeah, you know what you're doing. That's good. Yeah, that makes it really easy. Yeah.
Cyber, I understand
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. No,
different.
that's good. That's the way it needs to be.
Okay, I want to show you first of all, Tom. I showed the president, not Mike Huckabee,
Yeah.
the presentation about the Christian community, but because we don't have a lot of time, but we will talk
Hmm.
about the flag. I'll show you the flag.
Hmm. I like that you've envisioned this, right? Like I think that's awesome.
I will show you two slides. Just
Okay.
tell me that you've seen it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can
Okay.
see it really well.
First, this is my church. It's an Evangelical church in Haifa. As you see, the cross and the Hanukkah is a Jewish thing. We
Yeah.
believe that it's written here in Hebrew, Yeshua, because we believe that Christian and Jewish were together here to protect the land. This is the
Yeah.
during the war. When I was in the war, before the Christmas holidays, all the Christian soldiers came here to the church. We prayed together, and
Hmm.
we pray for Israeli state. And this one was I was civil, as you say, my flag. As let's talk about the flag
Yeah.
and the colors. You need to understand it. First,
Yeah.
as you see, I want to say appreciate my Kakabi is a great ambassador. He's a great person. You know, he's a pastor also. He believe in our way. So I want to thank him a lot. And also Deron, as you see him, you are with the
Yeah.
connection with him,
Yeah. He's
is a
pretty,
great
yeah.
person.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Okay, as you see, well, my five requests, we talked about them, and let's talk about the flag.
Hmm.
Now you see it in my vision, my photo. You know, Israeli state, the patent office, they accept the idea of this flag. The flag was
Huh.
designed by that senior Christian officer in the
That's
Israeli
you.
Defense Force.
Yeah.
This is me. By the year
Yeah.
of 23 April 2022, it was the date of St. George Day. As you see here, the explanation of the flag. You know, I want to unite all the Christian community together with one flag. What I did it because in the army, this is amazing because I was in the army. I saw the soldiers, the Druze soldiers, they got their own flag. The Muslim, they got their own flag, and the Bedouin. You know, the Israeli state is our flag. It's the Israeli flag. But about the Christian community, why we got? I cannot all
Yeah.
the time using the Greece flag or the Orthodox flag and the evangelism flag and those flag. We got a lot of flags. So I say, I want to design a flag that united all the Christianity streams. So let's talk about the colors first of all.
Yeah.
The red one is a symbolizes of the suffering of blood of the Christian who was murdered because of their faith.
Hmm.
The yellow, when you, in Easter and all the time we're taking the eggs and we paint it in a yellow paint. It symbolizes the beginning of the resurrection, the power of life, and the Holy Spirit.
Hmm.
The white is about the spiritual purity of the man and the best thing of the humanity. The water is the source of source of life, excuse me, and the Christian
Hmm.
baptism. As let's talk about another thing. This side of the flag, if you write in Google the Christian flag, you will see that in 1897 in Brooklyn, somebody designed a flag. The flag looked like this.
Okay.
It's a white
Yeah.
thing. It's the purity of Jesus, the baptism of Jesus, the blue one, and the red. It's the blood of Jesus. So I say, you know what? I want to change it for triangle because of the holy triangle of us, and keep all the white line because of the purity of Jesus. So this one is talk about the evangelical side, the Protestant side. So because this is
Hmm.
the side that's coming from the west. So the flag, as you see, the triangle is coming from the west to the east. So I say, okay, this side is the west coming to
Hmm.
the east. And now let's talk about the east. About St. George, everybody know him. He's a fighter because I say to the Christian community, just leave me alone with this world. Give us the left check and the right check that we need not only peace, we cannot protect for ourselves. No, we need to protect ourselves. We are also soldiers and we will fight back. We want to live here safely. About the lines, the merge of the
Hmm.
colors. When you take the red one with the yellow, it's the Aramaic flag,
Hmm.
and also it's the Byzantine Empire. And the yellow, it's also the Roman Empire. The merge of the yellow and the white, it's the Vatican side. And what to do? We can say it's the procedures, and also the procedure because of the white and the yellow. And if you take the white with the blue, is the Orthodox stream. It's the Greece, as you know, flag, and also the
Hmm.
Israeli flag. So in one flag, I take all the
You-
Christian streams with one way, and we are part. It's the same of the other minority. They got their everything, and you can see it. I show you the photos here. You see here in the army, as you see it,
That's
Tom.
the dream. Yeah, I know that one. Yeah, I've seen that
The
one.
Druze,
Yeah.
the Bedouin, the Muslims, the
Hmm.
Cherkessim. So when I'm starting my way, we didn't have any flag, so I used the Aramaic flag, this flag, and
Hmm.
the Brooklyn flag. And then they say to me, and the Maronic flag. Then they say to me, Ihab, you cannot use any flag anymore. That's it. So as you see here, with no flags, then I will decide it. They accept it, and you'll see now in the army they are using my flag. All those Christian soldiers and
Ha!
the conference for the Christian community. You can see here and also in abroad, the Syrian using my flag also in German. This is the church in German. They're using my flag.
Hmm.
And you can see also a little bit video clips.
Yeah,
This is in the base
at the army base. Oh, right there. Okay, yeah, I see
demonstration.
on the right there. Yeah.
As you see, that's it.
Huh.
Don't
Yeah, so they're accept. Yeah, you put a lot of work into this too, like a lot of thought, a lot of effort, and I mean, if they're flying it at the base, I mean, they're receiving what you're doing. This is the way I see it. Yeah,
yes, that's what.
yeah.
That's it. If any questions, something, Tom.
I mean, like I just like questions. Like, well, I don't know. I'm just thankful that you're doing what you're doing. I mean, because I do see you as a pioneer, and you have a vision, and you're bringing that vision into reality, and you have a great attitude with the way you're bringing this about, right? Like you're just making the points clear, and you're presenting your case, and I believe that'll happen because why not? And like you said,
Mm,
I think you said it's because of us. Well, you're making that change, you're creating that change. And I just can't see, based on how things have been done for other groups, why it wouldn't be done for you, right? Like, so
that's right. That's right. We will do
yeah,
it.
yeah. I mean, I
We need
get
to
it, right?
believe
I
in you.
understand it. Like, if I was a judge, I'd be like, well, this, yeah, I don't, let's do it, right? But, I'm just, yeah, like, it really helps me understand a little bit more of actually the complexity really at work within the modern state of Israel today, right? Because it's there's like you mentioned I've never heard of the Circassians. I can't remember what you is that how you call them?
Cherkessian, there are Muslims here live in Israel. They speak Arabic, but they came from Cherkessian. As you got Christian
Huh.
from Armenian, they are Cherkessian. Cherkessian is minority
Okay.
here living in Israel. They are Muslims also, but they got own flag. They're using it in the army also.
Hmm. I didn't know that. The Bedouins, I've heard of them. I've seen a few of them speak online, and of course, the Druze. Yeah, I've heard a lot about the Druze because of some of the things that were happening. I think in Syria, I heard a little bit about that. But what, like, yeah. So okay, yeah. So you really do have an amalgamation of many different groups fighting for the modern state of Israel, and like there's problems, but there is a certain level of peace and respect. Would you say, like amongst the different
That's right.
groups in
That's
Israel,
right.
like yeah. And it's nice to see that, right? Or at least you say that there is some version of that there, and it's refreshing, right, to hear about that because there's just so much war and so much slaughter in this day and age. It's just it's so sad, right? When you see like I don't know what some dictatorships do to those who don't agree, right? They just
Hmm.
they just mass slaughter, man. I mean, how can you not respond, right? Like when you see it, when you hear the pleas and like it's it's so sad, right? Like it really is. So I'm glad, you guys, at least in Israel, are trying to maintain a certain level of peace among the groups that are there. And of course, trying to address, I guess, the extremism, right? When people
Hmm.
cross a certain line, right? And I mean, what, like, yeah, and there's a lot, right? There's a lot. And I guess I'll spend a little bit more time in prayer. I'll do what I can do, but also, we pray for God's help in all this, that the truth will be made known, right? Of who
Of
he
course.
is. Like that is my ultimate prayer because it's ultimately about um like the foundational truth, right? Of the resurrected Lord Jesus Christ. And I'm coming back to that more in my mind now these days and seeing that power, not just in word, right? Not just by talking, but the living reality of what that is. And you see that well captured in the book of Acts, right? Or the New
Hmm.
Testament, right? Like they didn't have a New Testament. I mean these things happened. Like these were not carnal men. And you have to ask yourself, like, what? like these accounts. Like, I mean, how did these men do the things that they did, right? And it makes you think.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, no, I appreciate you showing me your work, your work here, right? And your flag and all these things. It's pretty cool, man. I'm pretty impressed. And yeah, you are taking the lead in terms of what you want to see happen
Mhm.
for Christianity in Israel. And I hope, the leadership will accept that and that'll help build some
We
healthy.
will keep in faith and we will do it. Will
Yeah.
God with
Yeah.
us? So I will be afraid.
Yeah. No, that's good, man. No, that's really good.
Tom, God
Yeah.
bless you too, man. God
Yeah.
bless you.
Yeah. So, I mean, people can find you like where primarily, I mean, you're on Facebook. I know you're on LinkedIn and you have your website. I don't know. Do you want to go over anything on your website? We can pull that up too if you want, but
No problem.
I
You can
can,
share it. My website, Ihab Shlayan. I will send you by message and you can
okay.
show to everybody if you want. I can send you now, maybe.
Yeah, like, is it, I had that bccards.com unless it
This one,
changed.
be exactly in the card. There's a connection for all links for all my media, and you'll
Yeah.
see everything there.
So I have
So
that
you
too.
can
I'll
use
have
it.
that in the Substack so people can look that up.
Here you
Hold on
go.
here.
Sending you. You can see all the photos, the gallery down, and my career, and you can see all the media we are publishing in TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I'll share you by
Um,
WhatsApp now. Maybe you saw it.
I'll share it. Yeah, I got it. Like, hold on. I'm just gonna go to, oh, I've got it right here, I think. See if I share it. We're both sharing screens right now. Can you see it? Oh, this is,
No, no, yes, I'm seeing it. We're seeing it. Yes.
well, I gotta just move this down here. Okay, so I got too many windows open and okay. I'm just
You
gonna
can
go
see the
back
gallery down. For if you go upload for up,
up.
you will see here. Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so this is the start of it. Yeah, so Israel and the Christian, I think that says, was it restoration?
Restoration, that's right. So
Okay,
here we got all the links, my email, Instagram, Facebook, and then TikTok. Down you can see the gallery.
perfect. Yeah, no, that's perfect, right? Because then people can reach out to you because you're definitely someone that's making things happen. So anyone that wants to support you, get involved, definitely should be reaching out to you. And you've got, yeah, about you, your military services here too. So I
That's
put
right.
that in the
You
Substack.
can click. It should be that's right. Substack. You can click here
Yeah,
and you see it.
and that's good for
And
people to see, right? Like what you've done.
go down. You
Um,
will see also about the flag. It's there. I think. Go
let's go see
downstairs.
here.
Down. Yes, the
Yeah.
civil, as you see there. Upload. Up. This is my gallery.
Up a little bit.
Go up
Yeah.
there. No, up a little bit.
Down, you mean? Or
More
is it
up. No,
down
no,
or
go
up?
up. Up.
Up. Okay.
Yes, you see here civil activity. No, no, you see it.
Yeah. Oh,
Click on
yeah,
the
I
civil
see. Yeah.
activity.
Yeah. I'll go there and I'll come back down. There. Oh,
You will
there we
see
go.
about the flag, recruitment form of the Christian voice. You got it.
Yeah. No, that's perfect. Let's go down a little bit there, and then you have your gallery. Yeah, that's you, and that's Huckabee right there too.
Huckabee twice. You see it in the.
Oh
So
yeah,
no,
that
nobody will see that it's AI because it's twice I was there. I met him.
yeah, that's the thing too, right? How do you know? Yeah, I don't know. That's a whole other world to deal with too. No, that's cool. Like that's great. It's a
Ah, you
good
know
little site.
the senator, rest in peace, Senator Mike Huckabee. It's down the photo with me within the army and the Christian soldiers together. In the left bottom, left
Right
side
here.
is yes,
Yes,
it's Senator Orrin Hatch. Rest in peace, I think. Yes, yes, they told me. Huckabee told me that he's inside.
that's cool, man. Yeah, you've done a lot of interesting things. But when you're from Israel too, like it's yeah, I don't know. You just live life in a it's a totally different way of living life. Like I don't know, like in Canada here, I don't know, we kind of I don't know, like it's this country's really changed since in the last 20 years, that's for sure. I'm gonna close that out. But yeah, no, no, thanks for taking the time to do this because I just want people to see like what you're doing and fight against all this. Like the online battle is just unreal. And especially on X, okay? Because the way I look at it, the battle is firstly fought in the mind. If you can win over the mind, you've got a soldier, right? Like, so it depends how you program the mind, how you train the individual. but it's
Hmm.
about truth also, right? Like, and it's about, I don't know, it's about love, right? When you actually, it's the Judeo-Christian, the traditional Judeo-Christian value system to me within the Bible. Like if you read these things, it's becomes imbued within the person that you are. Like what you read, what you see is very important. And yeah, X is like a war zone, man. I mean,
Hmm.
I follow people I absolutely are on the complete other side, okay? Because I do that because I like to see how their minds work and what they're putting out there, and also follow on the complete opposite. So I think that's one thing. I mean, you have to be able to handle it. It's not for
Hmm.
everyone, but yeah, it's unbelievable what's going on out there. But it's a way of really seeing what's going on. I'm going to say in the hearts and minds of people. It's a digital way of looking at it. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing here. Um, okay, well, is there anything you want to say in closing? Um,
No, that's it, Tom.
okay.
Well, going to the
Well,
work at 10 o'clock, start
yeah,
working.
okay. Well, thanks a lot for your time. I
You
appreciate it.
too.
I'll get everything finished up. And again, yeah, people can look you up on your website. You're on LinkedIn, Facebook, and yeah, let's support this man in the ways that we can. And let's remember, like again, I'm going to reiterate, any Christian that's really not supporting Israel, I'd challenge you to read, especially Romans chapter 11. Okay,
That's
he was a
right.
Jew
That's
of
right.
Jews. No matter what you think, read that chapter and also consider Ezekiel 36, 37, Zechariah 12, and Jeremiah 16. I'll add all those. Just have a read. And, be careful how you judge Israel because I'll tell you one thing, man. Like, in the way that you judge, you will be judged. Remember that. And none of the nations of the world now are really in great alignment with the things of God. I'll tell you that. So before you cast the stone at Israel, take a look at what's
Hmm.
going on in your own backyard too. Be very careful. And yeah, like let's try and work together, especially like as Christians too, and support each other and I don't know, let's care for Israel, right? I think that's like as Paul was sent out to the Gentiles, I believe the time is coming where we come back, excuse me, to Israel now. It's I believe the torch is actually coming back to Israel. That's personally what I believe in my heart. It's something amazing is going to happen with Israel. I know. So again, thank you, Ehab. Thanks for your
Thanks a
time. I'm
lot.
going to let you go, man. I know, and I'll get this all wrapped up, and we'll talk to you another time. But I appreciate the conversation, and God bless you, man. And I
You
know
too.
God's
You
watching
too.
off over you in a very special way, and bless your family. And thank you for what you do over there. I got a lot of respect for you. So take care and have a good
Thanks
day.
a lot. Bye bye.
Yeah,
See you.
take care.